Hello, this is a league game played on 2 handicap where white won by 21.5, and it seems black didn't punish white's overplays when it should. So let's check it out. First of all, in the top left corner, white should always go one step ahead, either no B or one space jump. Now when no B is played, black has several options. The most common one is to play Keima E18. Then we have this kind of basic Joseki. It's a 5 moves Joseki. Of course, white can also turn. Then when black plays in the top f17 or f16, white will just extend for a base. This is another common pattern. Another way for black is to turn directly d17, then no b, which is a key point, creating cutting points, and then either jump in the top or jump on the left side, or decide later where to go out according to the position. Because right now black has stones in both top right and lower left corner, so black can just play away. Now when white goes down, this feels good for black. Hane in the head of 2 stones. Here white played Hane on the second line. Usually white plays a 1 space jump, and then black takes the key point, which is preventing the tiger mount. Then white extends with a Keima in the top. And now black is just sent to play away. So what happened in the top, black kind of punished white for going down a d17 and push white into an over-concentrated formation, while the corner is quite nice for black, and there's also potential to build on the left side. So white plays the Hane, black blocks, very good, it's a natural move. Black can still think about the connection, the tiger mount, without the b18 exchange, because if white goes in the corner at b18, black can attack coming from the outside. And if white plays the 1 space jump, now black can still play the key point, threatening to cut, white will defend, and this b18 block can be played later too. I mean, right now it's okay to play for other big points. So block, connect, then no b. This no b leaves a cutting point, so it's still better to play the tiger mount, and then white needs to extend for a base in the top, either g17 or h17. And in this case black is simply sente, so now black grabs a big point. Playing the no-b, white will extend first to make a base, then there's a cutting point at c15, which black defended. That's a good move. So now when white cuts, black will just Atari and ladder the stone down. This is a way to capture, and another way is to play Atari and net. So that's fine. If black doesn't play another move on the left side and goes for the low right corner, white will cut right away. Now when black goes Atari and pushes down this way to capture the 2 stones, white is faster in the capturing race. And if black plays Atari under, black has to crawl a little bit, then eventually descend in the corner to leave, but the 2 stones in the center are in trouble. So white is happy to separate like this and extend along on the side. So white plays an inside approach. Being a handicap game, white has to be a little more aggressive, but it's a 2 handicap game, so rather close to even game. Therefore, in this case, white can play from the outside and then extend back to L3 to control the entire side in 3 moves. This forms the mini Chinese pattern on the bottom side for white. So white doesn't really have to overplay much in a low handicap game. But this inside approach is not bad. So for example, if black pincers, white can play the double approach, then Hane, and go for this Joseki, which kind of over concentrates black on the left side. Black has many moves on the left side, and there are like 25-30 points potential territory in that area. But black played calm at f3, that's a very good decision. Now the basic Joseki. Well, in this position, black can decide to pincer c8 or even attach c7, which is more aggressive. But before doing that, black can approach first at p3. In this case, white usually plays q5 or q6, defend very calm the lower right corner. Now, if black decides to play c8, white of course will take the corner, then Kosumitsuke, Hane, Atari, and ladder. The ladder is good, it goes in the direction of 017. So when white plays some move around here, black will either capture the stone or play d10, because now the ladder goes to the other direction, and it's good for black. So this is a Joseki where white grabs the corner at c3, but black goes for a lot of outside thickness. So black can consider that that kind of pincer to work his way out into the center. Most of the time c3 is the basic Joseki and white extends back, but okay, this is like always the pattern to keep things simple, but from time to time one can vary the game and try other moves such as c8 or c7. So when playing the Tsuke c7, if white hane up, black will just extend, white can push along or descend. Now black has two options, whether turn or go san-san. So descend, turn, white takes the corner, black can play Atari, and then a hanging connection to go for the moe on the left side. Also, white can block the corner, sorry, black blocks the corner c3, white will push a couple of times, then comes back and protects against the cut. And now black can just leave the position as it is, and later white will hane and play Atari in center. That's pretty much it, but the position is settled on the left side. So these are some Josekis to consider. Also here, white can push along, then black will hane under, play a nobi or a one space jump. White will push again to create cutting points, black will double up, white takes the corner, block its center, white has to protect, and black extends for a base. So black gets to develop the left side and the bottom with this Joseki, while white just lives in the corner. When black plays this d3, if white attacks h or j3, black will push and capture the stone. So black lives in the corner and white has a cutting point in the middle to protect with a one space jump or the tiger mount. Also white can play hane under, which black will cross cut, Atari from the outside and extend. Now white goes in the corner, but black can attack the bottom corner high or low in order to switch to the bottom side. So let's say we have this Joseki on the board. All of a sudden we can see a nice moe forming in this area. So back to the original game. Well, nothing wrong with the basic Joseki. Black hits center, and now black can actually attack the lower right corner first. It's important to play a move here or p4 in order to prevent the shimari. So if white simply chooses to pull back and keep the corner, it's nice for black to develop like this on the bottom side. L17, it's a move that doesn't really attack the group on the left, and it's not so sure black will build a lot in the top right either. So if black wants to attack more severe, he should go all the way to J17. Now when white comes out, black jumps along, white jumps again, and then black can play another move in the top like N17 or O17, but in order to narrow the gap it's better to go N17, because this is also good distance from the two spaces jump formation. So this looks quite ideal in the top, and black has a bigger potential to build territory. Playing like this, it's like half move in a way. It feels a little bit shy. Here black can play R14 or O17 to prevent the invasion, but it's still bigger to prevent the shimari in the lower right corner. Every time your opponent has a Omoku on the board, you should rush. It's a high priority to attack the corner, P3 or P4, or any kind of Akari or corner approach. Otherwise, white will just make a shimari and it feels good. So in this position, when black jumps, white should take the shimari at O3. Then if black plays R10 to take away the ideal extension, white can go san-san. Now black will block the side to build more, which is the right side, but white just finished the Joseki in center, and then white can attack all the way to H3, which is usually a center exchange, and then also extend at R8. Now if you look at this position, it feels like an even game. It's hard to say that black had two handicap stones in this game. It already looks very close. So it's a way for white to develop fast. White chose a very strange invasion point. Maybe he tried R17 and he misclicked, but this kind of invasion looks a bit odd. So black blocks, very natural. White comes out, hane in the head of two stones again. White hane also. White can play a one space jump here, threatening to connect under at L18. Then if black nobi, use the L18 move. And if black separates, then hane in order to come out with good shape. So white is out between black groups. Playing the honey right away, black will cut, which is good. And then Atari go out, go down. Atari is possible, but maybe in this position it's safer to extend. And when white honey in the corner, capture the stone in a ladder. Atari, block or take. White goes down, and then black is centered to play away. So give up the corner, but get a lot of thickness on the outside. This Atari seems more severe, but then black made a crucial mistake, playing away, which misses the ladder. So right now, black should play either n17 or n18. Otherwise, white will just capture at n16 in a ladder. So when black plays here, this will take away the liberties and put a lot of pressure on the cornerstones, and now white still needs to turn. Now here black has to read whether it works to play r18 or other move, for example s17. R18 it's a bit tricky because white can Atari, go out, and then when black blocks here, white lives in the corner, then black needs to play another move like this or like this to stay safe. Now if black becomes ambitious to kill the stones in the corner with the block at s18, white will Atari a couple of times and then honey in the corner and still kill the two stones faster, which results into life in the corner and quite a disaster for black again. So in that case, let's go back. Black can just go down s17, white will push, black will double up. If white plays Atari here and come out, black can fight a little bit. So Atari, go out, Atari, go out. If white tries to go out here, Atari, extend, connect. So in the corner, white doesn't have enough space for two eyes, and the outside groups are pretty safe for black. So this can be a fierce fight, but eventually black can kill the top right corner. So playing like this, white will just escape with a ladder. And now black has to fix the corner again. This Atari is fine. White should capture directly, because otherwise black has another forcing move at m18, and in the end white got only one eye. Then black can surround everything. So let's go back. But the problem is, so white captures and then black has to play r15 to prevent white from going down. This kind of move, it's not a ladder breaker, and it feels like it prevents a wedge at l16, which anyway, it's not a good idea for white. So let's suppose black plays r15 to secure the corner, then white tries a cut here at l16. Now in this position, black has two options, Atari on the left or Atari on the right. Now if Atari from the left, white connects, and already this forms a bad shape, then black connects, and when white cuts, black simply turns. And now this will hurt the top group, and if white defends the top somehow, black can come out with Atari here or extend, and the top group for white is still not alive. So let's say white plays Shimari. This move will threaten white that black goes out from the two stones, so white needs to take, and then black can surround everything, and that's only one eye. So white doesn't have to, black doesn't have to fear the wedge at L16. Now Atari from the right side, it's an option too, and then go out, because when white Atari here, black has 4 liberties, white got 3 in the top, and white also needs to save the group in the center. So when white plays the Atari to set up a ladder, black can squeeze first and then just block. And now black will kill the 4 stones and keep everything connected. Therefore, it's not necessary to play a move like K16, because white will never try a wedge at L16. Also, for white, there is no chance to connect under at L18. So let's say we play here and white tries to connect. In this case, black will block. When white cuts, black is not going to capture the stone to allow the Atari on the outside, but Atari here first and then capture the stone. And again, we see that white has only one eye, so white is on the run. And this will also hurt the top group. Back to the original game. So here it seems that white got away unpunished, because if black simply plays m18, white captures and black surrounds the group, even if white goes down, black will have enough space in the corner to make 2 eyes and kill the top. So this way black prevents the L formation, and now the top has only 1 eye. So playing like this, white can come out, which he did, then go down, push, block, connect. and white was supposed to extend here. He needs a base. Then black, of course, locally has to play s19 to leave. Otherwise, if black plays other moves, for example, okay, let's say this, and then surround the top, white can try to kill this corner because this is the L group. Once white plays the Hane t16, it forms the L group in the corner, and then it's tricky because black may die faster. Well, black can still get lots of liberties by going down. But let's see here, tac, tac, tac. Well, like this, it's going to be an Akade, so lots of liberties for black. But let's see if it's enough. Not enough. White wins the semi by 1 liberty if this happens. Boom. So, anyway, white shouldn't try to kill right away. First of all, white needs to go out. Then, when white tries to kill, black separates. That's a good move because now black can come out at n17. So it was a center move. White should play a one space jump because this will give a follow-up to connect under at L18. But anyway, white was alert and he protected against the capture. Then black goes for the kill on the right side. This is an excellent move. And Hane is good too. But on the crosscut, white got away unpunished. So first of all, black should play Q12. It's obvious that white wants to play Atari from the outside and escape to the center. So here, if black plays Atari Q12, white will go out. Then black plays Atari S14. Up to here it's all forced. White of course will play either this Atari or double Atari. Let's check both variations. So first the direct Atari, black captures. White can play an Atari again, but black will just connect. It's not necessary to fight a ko. The ko would be Atari here and white captures. But black will connect. Now when white comes out, black goes Atari. If white connects, black goes Atari again. And white is captured without a ko, unconditionally. Now, if white doesn't play the Atari to remove his own liberty and just connects, in this case, black doesn't connect right away because the ladders might be tricky. The ladder is Atari, Atari again, and then start the ladder from here. Oh, but this one doesn't even work. So if the ladders are not working, that's okay. But black can just go up, and then it's fine. You don't have to worry about the ladders because when white pushes, block, cut, there are two liberties, so black will kill faster. Now, this was a big opportunity that black lost this game in the fight in the top right corner, because once black kills this group with Atari and Atari, it's already really good to keep everything connected on the outside and also make some profit by killing a bunch of stones. So capture, then white went out. Black connects under, that's fine. White escapes. Black can make a Ponuki here with Atari, then take. But it's going to be Gote, so okay. It's fine to play away. And yeah, those stones in the top, they need some help, so the Keima makes sense. Then white pushes here. Black defends, white connects, okay. And now black is center. So finally, the big point that was supposed to be played way earlier in Fuseki. White pincers, black plays an attach move. This is possible, but in general, black plays a one space jump or Keima to put pressure. Now, if this Keima, white can push, cut, capture a stone on the right side, black goes for the bottom. It's absolutely fine because on the right side, black can still enter at S10 with the one space jump to reduce that territory, and the bottom looks really nice at the end of the Joseki. And both white and black loses one stone in the Joseki, so it's a fair trade. So this attach, it's a rare move but playable. Hane, black can pull back here. Now white has two options, either defend the right side, Keima, or a two space jump, or even no Geima. And when this happens, so white takes care of the right side, black will just cut and go down to fix the base on the bottom. If the ladder is good, black can cut here. But in this case, white will ladder and it's not so great. If the ladder doesn't work for white, white has to extend, black comes back, and then white needs a net to capture that stone, which forces white, I mean black can play those pips to force white into an over concentrated formation. But if the ladder does work, black will just capture, then white will fix the shape, and black can go out with some forcing moves here, or block the corner, or just play some other move, tenuki. So that's an option. Now if white defends at L3, black can put pressure on the right side with Q6 or double approach, any kind of move around here to attack severe the lower right corner. But it's also an option to go up with the Nobi. Now in this position, white played the O game, but white should bump first. Now after bump, black has to go up. White will go on the right side with a one space jump. Black will peep, which connects against push and cut at 04 and also creates some agi on the right. Now white will finish the settle the bottom group with this kind of extension for a base. Then black will push, cut on the outside and capture the cornerstone. So this is some sort of joseki. It's like an old school joseki. I haven't seen it played for ages, but it used to be popular back in the day. And if white connects here, black has a very severe attack on the bottom stones. Either this move or this one. Take away the extension, and when white comes out, hane in the head of two stones, force white into an empty triangle, then take away his base with this move, and then come out in the center. So this is a little chase or a running battle in the middle. But playing like this, black can cut right away, and here black missed the second opportunity this game. Instead of Atari, black should go down. It's always important to go from the third line to the second line, and then if nothing works, just sacrifice the two stones and get lots of forcing moves. But in this case, when black goes down, white will lose some stones. So if white goes down here, black can Atari first and capture this stone in a ladder. And then white just ends up over concentrated. Of course, white still needs to do something to protect the right side, but then black will attack the bottom group. Now if white tries to resist, for example if white plays O3, black just covers and there are only two liberties, so when this block, again black will capture faster. If white goes down N2, black just turns. Now there's a double Atari in the middle, so white needs to play Nobi, it doesn't work to block because of this Atari. Now when this happens, black will Atari first to force white into a bad shape and then catch the two stones. And again, this is painful for white because white is on the run here, and black being so thick, it's very easy to attack at R6. Now let's suppose white or black doesn't see that he can capture some stones here. So white connects, then black puts pressure like this. White goes for the two stones, black plays the forcing moves on the outside, and then surround the corner. It's still better than the actual game. But should always extract the stone from the third line to the second line, and then consider sacrifice, but in this case it's not necessary because black can capture. So when black plays the attack like that, white should take right away. This is a powerful formation, the ponuki. That's why it's good to give up two stones, not just one. One stone usually gives a powerful formation to your opponent here. But white went down, so here black has an Atari on top and then another block in center. So black gets two forcing moves. That's why it's good for white to capture right away. Now, anyway, it's a pity because when black goes down, the position is excellent. I mean, white has to save this group, then do something in the corner, and black just has the upper hand to fight in the center, being thick. Like this, good for white. White can just come out between the stones, push along, that's fine. Here, black can play Kosumi, and this doesn't hurt the bottom so much. Because like that, white has a forcing move, but white didn't have to cut, just protect with a hanging connection. And now if black plays here, white pushes one time, and then go out. But here it's interesting to take away the eyes, then Atari, then come out, black is forced to connect under, and now white can chase the other group. So black is in trouble here already. But white cuts right away, then this turns into a fight where black gets a lot of points in the corner. This Tsuke is very good. So if white Hane here, just Atari and capture. And I'll go down. Yeah, that's a nice catch. And actually, black got out with a lot of territory, but also white can compensate in the middle a little bit. Atari, take. Here actually is better to connect. Even if black plays the forcing move on the bottom, well, here it doesn't work because the ladder is still there. But black will turn, white Hane, so it takes away the liberties faster. Like this, black can extend, threatening to catch those stones in the center. White has to jump out, and black can jump along. So black can fight in the middle actually. Now this way, white should play Atari first, give up one stone, then capture the 3 stones in a net. Now if black tries to go out, just Hane, then Atari, and that's it. The group is captured. And if Atari here, Atari from behind, and again it's captured. And white doesn't even need another Atari like that. The group is already taken, so white can, oops, play away. So Atari, black doesn't need to capture this stone because the stones on the right side were captured anyway. So once these 4 stones are captured, the groups are connected. So this was some energy wasted into capturing a 2-point stone. And white takes here. It's better to take right away. No more agi later in the game. Oh, what happened? So Nobi, this block is big. White doesn't have to respond, it's too early. White should play a 1 space jump. When black captures a stone, this is got for black, and then white can play another big point. So that's a bit too hasty. This move is good. White should cover and then block. Like that, black can go out and answer the double Hane, then Hane in center on the first line. But this is a good defense too. So right now, okay, that prevents the call. That's a good move. Monkey jump. But this monkey jump shouldn't work actually. If black blocks here, white has to cut. Atari from behind. Take. Atari again. Connect. And then connect. So keep the 4 stones. Now it's hard to say which is better. But white got some stones here instead of being dead. With those 4. Then white got the 3 stones but lost the 4 stones. White has the territory on the left in the top and a little bit of potential here. Black got this corner, the top left, top right, and the low right, and some potential in the center. It looks like the game is still open for any kind of result. So let's see. Tac. Another way to block this is push, cut, white extends back, black can push one time, Atari once, and then connect. Now if white cuts, this is what black wants to see to happen. Atari from behind. If white goes out, Atari again, and Atari again. And if white just captures, Atari one time, white connects, black connects. So white loses all the stones inside. Therefore, it's good to consider S6 and cut. Then white extends back, and black has time to connect. Or like this, sacrifice 1 stone. If white connects here, black connects here, and the stones die inside. If white cuts, Atari from behind, Atari again, and connect. So we're back to the variation where white is separated. Now here black can play Atari from the other side. If white connects, black captures everything. So white needs to protect here, black takes 2 stones. But still, damage is done. Now playing this Atari, white can connect and save everything. So this feels a little bit unfair to black because those were all captured earlier, and few moves later white came out. This block is not really necessary, the group was alive anyway. That's fine. Go up, reduce the center. And here the Keima like this is nice to try to enclose the middle. And smile. Alright. So I can come from the other side and reduce with Keima like that. Hmm. This became dangerous for black. Actually, black can just play a net, a tight net, to make sure the two stones die and he doesn't have problems in the center. This one feels like black can take more territory, but it's safer to just capture the two stones and stay alive. The cut is a little bit too much, because white can peep and then capture the stone. So black still needs to play Atari from behind, connect his stone somehow. White is out and already damage is done. Seems black got a little bit too ambitious here. Yeah, it doesn't work to block because of Atari and turn. The white got away with that reducing in the center, and this was pretty much game over. Because black was supposed to build more points in this area than white, and all of a sudden white captured a few more stones. Now it makes sense why the 21 points difference. Here black can play c4 first and then protect. Many times weaker players, they usually are tempted to cut at b2, so black can Atari from behind, Atari again, and capture everything. So it's good timing to play c4 before defending against the cut at b2. Small endgame move, but no way to come back. And that's pretty much it. So in fact, in this game, there were pretty much three important moments. One, capturing the top right corner instead of losing those stones in the middle. Then on the bottom, black should extract the stone and go down here instead of losing the one stone and make a much more solid base. And also in the center, black should build all those points instead of losing some points. So there you have it. That's the difference of 20 points or so. So I hope you enjoyed this review and good luck in the next league game.